Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sleepy, and welcome back to Danganronpa. So I just had to take a break. because otherwise I would have peed my pants and stuff. And I had to get something to drink. So yeah, let's continue with the trial. I have thought about this, and I think I have overthought my stuff. I think Hiro was the one who killed Hifumi, because as I was right that Hifumi killed Taka and then was killed by someone. I didn't make the connection that he had an accomplice, because I didn't think of that possibility. But what I think is, Byakuya said Hifumi was an odd choice, right, as a partner. But since Hiro isn't the smartest cookie in the jar, let's call it that way, I think Hifumi was really his only choice to not be outsmarted by it. Right, so that is the thing. So I think they went both into the repository. Hifumi killed Taka, or well, they went both to the repository. Taka was already dead. Hiro killed Hifumi and ran out in the robot justice suit and hid in the pool locker. So let's continue, shall we? Like it's almost unnatural how good she is.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
Okay, wait, let me... I know I'm nearly done with that, but I really want to... Okay.
That's problem numero uno right now!
Right. Man, I wanted to drink something. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, it's really only one person who seems to fit. Oh! One of these two, I think. What? It's all coming back to me again? Hold on. Haven't we already shown that there's absolutely no way Hiro could have done this? She's right. Hiro's in the robot costume when everything went down. For serious. I'm just tragically modified. I'm just a tragically modified hero who longs to become human again as soon as possible. No, you're still human for now. Anyway, Hiro's not the killer. Okay, my bad. I just wanted to test it, so it has to be Celeste, right? Because she's the one who would take that gamble.
Here's my answer.
Aha, I knew it.
It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him.
Exactly, that is why you did it.
That I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brains, that lazy, worthless goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It
Yes.
is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What is that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? The paper. This one.
I got it!
Of course.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
What the
Sorry.
fuck?
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Well,
After
no.
taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
She saw
we headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. Okay, yada yada yada.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Okay, we understand that.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
That was a good gamble.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Again, yeah, these flashbacks are good for like, if you play
if
it
Celeste
alone.
and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Yeah, actually.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Hina,
Yes, it
you were
was.
with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't
So I
much
was
by
right, wasn't
itself,
Celeste?
but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Really?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Okay. They. Oh! Oh!
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
Oh.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yakura said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense, but what is he alluding to? Well, she said they, but only... she could have only known that... Monokuma... What
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it, what was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I didn't mean it. Oh, come on. this is what I mean. I can't respond and say what is so strange.
All
Well,
I
what?
said was,
Oops.
they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Just like those guys died.
Oh, come on, really?
All I said, they must
Okay, I
be
need
really
to do
enjoying
strange.
the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish them. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
So. Yeah, I know.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing. They must be positively. We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Like those
Just like-
guys.
No, that's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
Exactly. There's no reason for that.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
But I don't think that's a big problem.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
That was staged. That's easy.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Yeah, of course.
Celeste put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to...
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered out.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations. If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is...
I got it!
This one, yeah, of course, because it's a huge
It's not
fucking...
a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, it's a huge fucking suit.
The one being dragged off in that picture
Oh.
isn't Hifumi, but the
It's Hiro.
person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Oopsie daisy. My stuff fell down.
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Why?
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Celeste thinks she can prove there is no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? So yeah, my heart attack theory was wrong, so... Oh, not again. Okay. Let me see what they say
You dressed
first.
me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Exactly.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that. Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Well, that's easy. Bend at the... Yeah, exactly.
Dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Ah, shit! Oh, thank
Then
goodness.
you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry me.
You tried to make me look
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, the suspect is that if the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up
Of course it is.
No,
This
that's
is
wrong.
fucking costumes. Why do you have to... God fucking damn, why do you have to do that now?
No.
I have to...
Even if the
Let's
person
play.
inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
God damn it. Sorry, I had to do that. It's something important I have to get with, talk to people and stuff, so... Why do I have to do that now?
That's right! They
Fucking
totally
10
made a
o'clock in the
mistake when
evening.
they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Oh no, she starts.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh my god. Oh my god, chill, chill. I don't want auto.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us
don't
as
know
he
how
lay
I-
dying?
How do I... Oh, thank goodness, I wanted to... I accidentally enabled auto. I need to check something real quick.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
No, no, no.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko,
Oh my god.
what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
Shoot!
Whoa, fine, fine,
Think
my
back, how
god.
did he refer to each of us?
I got it!
Last names, right.
That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now
Indecent.
isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's
Yeah.
no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Exactly.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
Oh my god, she gets very angry.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
Yes, you do.
Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste, she won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Oh no. The beat game again? Oh, thank goodness. E-handbook, spotless hammer. Yasuhiro's message.
Hifumi was
Okay, let us
trying
listening
to tell us something.
for now.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
I do have a way. Oh,
that's the only truth
fucking
there
hell.
is! Moron!
I remember there's something that yeah, exactly, that's what I said. Yeah, fine. Do I have the handbook equipped
Hifumi
now?
was who
I
wanted
just
us to know
did
the killer. If there's one person
click the right thing,
To be
sorry.
You, Celeste.
How many times? Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Matter of fact, I
No,
got
it's wrong.
one.
That's it! The handbook!
what?
Anytime you
The
turn your
handbook,
handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
Sorry, God damn it, I need to.
When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has also many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
No, it's not.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
It's over.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Climax. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's a nice thing. So, why is that thing here? I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So they talk to each other. It's that thing, right? What's that? Then you build the costume. Then she took the picture of him, right? No, wait, no, that's wrong, that's wrong. I don't know what goes in here though. He had the Justice Hammer 4, so this is the thing. She showed it to us. why he was... Right? What's that? Okay, no, wait, that's not the thing. That's the thing in here. This is the clock, 6 o'clock. Oh no, it's 7, whoops. What's with the back chips? I don't understand. Crisps. Yeah, while we were in the library... I really don't understand what's going on here. Is that it? I don't know. That's just a guess. Wild guess. This happened, he rolled him over, he did that, and she killed him with that hammer. I know that for a fact. Wait, he was attacked with just his hammer too, right? So it's this then. Oh yeah, what's with that? That's the... I really don't know what has to go in there. This time I really don't know. Wait, she showed us, we went to the library. I know this one.
The killer is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
That was right, apparently.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
That's correct, good.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Oh, that's right,
The
good.
murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we thought the surprise attack.
This is wrong, 100%.
The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2, and an injured Hifumi. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers. We fell right into their trap.
So this is where Justice Hammer 3 comes in, right? Oh, sorry. This is where Justice Hammer 3 comes in. This is where Justice Hammer 2 comes in.
The killer is you! So, for these, the first dare, if they wanted
Right.
to make sure the second this time would be that this he fell.
Yes, we did it.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us
good.
back, and when we returned, meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape.
Sorry, I need to answer this. I'm very unprofessional now, but I frankly don't care, so...
When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
That was right. Who would have guessed?
Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository.
Yes,
That
it did.
explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Come on. That was right.
Even Hifumi didn't
Oh, shit.
know what the true killer had. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
Oh, he looks so cute in that one picture up to the top right. Oh, he's like, oh, he's so happy. Oh,
And they
damn it.
did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Celeste. That's a nice way of making it.
Celeste. Sorry, you lose.
Complete.
I lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Keiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Oh. So... That's like a D minus or something like that. Oh, it's an A. That's cool. I got coins. Guys,
Okay,
I got
Monokuma.
coins.
I'm ready to begin. Or, no, I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Do I have to really do that now? Oh, yes, it begins again. An execution.
What? It's basically a formality at this point, but once again you are totally correct. The Blackened is this time the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly,
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So, you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to come to murder. I'm sure she relied on her speciality, lying. My speciality? Don't make me laugh. Didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then, did you use, you know... I knew you figured it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get to Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning by name, but it was the only thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words...
indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right, again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it. What?
So
And I have
then,
proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? He was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
You are correct. Which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I did not as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime. An absolute crime.
Yeah, that would be an absolute crime.
I mean,
Oh wait, I have an idea. I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would get that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
most
Wait,
unfortunate.
please, if you go now, you will be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
escape? You don't mean...
Taka is going to try to kill you.
What?
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
That bastard! Bastard!
Honestly,
I like the idea of actually Hifumi changing his voice when he's like really pissed. Can we allow him continue with these barbaric acts?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't Monokuma have killed him if Taka, if he would have done that? because it's against the rule. Well, not against the rules, but I'm sure raping is against the rules. So,
Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
I did it before. That's so good. Oh man, I wasn't the only idiot with the idea. Oh my god, that is so good.
Actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen. To escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked you to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Oh, I said it as well. Holy shit.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. So, I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed even my every expectation. Life must have been through on your parents, though. Tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It is all very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So, you had planned to kill him all along.
But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can a human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about
No.
that.
He derives pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then... Oh, sorry. Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Why are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But...
All along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little
Obviously that
bitch.
was... Whoa. Sir. Celeste, whoa. Could you... calm your hair. Things. Springs. Obviously it was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little
I wanted to
bitch.
get out. Hey! Again, Celeste. We're handling with murder here, but we're not gonna curse, okay? I think I actually cursed a lot of times already. Who gives? Double standards. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Castle? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Ah, she wanted a harem, essentially, right? Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. That's what life is all. That's what life is all about. God damn it. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end. So why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it.
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? Guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious, and that's why you're not scared.
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Mary Antoinette.
Hey,
Just get executed again. Actually, yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that, but I'm surprised that Hero knows this. Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Grills! Chills!
You're all done.
Grills!
Okay then, let's get rolling. The Blackend disturbed the peace and must pay the price.
Now then,
Now
I
then.
prepared a
Oh.
very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What? Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why, actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Let's go! Boom! Game over. Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Isn't that a little bit over the top for killing her? Is she dragged away as well? Or... Oh, she's burned. Oh my fucking god, why? The burning of the Versailles Witch. Little Monokuma hidden. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing. So you take it really that calm? Won't you scream and stuff? Oh, it's the whole stage that's burning, okay. Oh, that's a horrible, horrible death. That's a really horrible death. Oh my god. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, okay, I see. That's how she dies. Ah, she gets run over. Well, crushed. Holy hell. At least it was a swift death, I guess. After nearly being burned. And she wasn't turned to butter, so it's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and...
Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez. And here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
Why do I care about hope? I throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad. Oh shit, I didn't read that. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh. How exciting.
Oh man, oh jeez. Oh man. What do you mean what I did and what did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
Is that like a case closed Detective Conan situation? What was that just now? Where she's like younger than she should be? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I get out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
Goodbye. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of our dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go and check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else, head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later. Why exactly are we going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You. Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So, Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are turtle pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone. Well, maybe I can do something else to her body.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You're really cold.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a little longer. So, now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared, and we didn't see you again, without warning, without explanation. When you did that,
Indeed.
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see... Ooh, another revelation. What I heard from Kyoko then was... Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes. So I waited for nighttime to come, and when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet. I haven't done that in a while. But could Kyoko really be right about this? Wait, I am on the 2nd floor, right? Yeah, okay. I never saw this storage closet. It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here? Well, there's just one thing, okay. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but I mean seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in, at the same time, as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom, on the 2nd floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room. What's in here? Well, that will have to wait for next episode as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Sleepy, and I hope you have a good night.